I do think that's what I see them claiming to be the problem, is messing with a real relationship. I can see that. Like if your mind is just fully trained to just watch something on a screen, then when it comes to real life, you're not going to be as susceptible to it.
It's porn that they're all talking about online for cutting out now, isn't it?
Someone literally DM'd me yesterday with a porn addiction.
Yeah,
that's a tough one. That's not something that I've like had to coach people on or even thought about.
I don't really see it as an addiction. It's certainly not a problem one, is it?
I don't know. I think it's less spoke about than alcohol, so I don't really know how it affects someone's life. Or what I
can't get my head around it, but again, I guess if you don't get something, you don't get it, do you? Whether
you probably don't want to get it. If you get it, you might be a fucking idiot.
But I've trying to ask myself if all the influencers who are talking about it now, I can't decide if they genuinely think there's an issue there or if it's just something to get some
content.
Yeah, some content and a bit of interaction. You see all these successful guys go, porn is ruining your life, because if you watch those videos, then you think they're real.
Yeah.
It better be fucking real, If my missus wants to stay with me, she better perform like the girls on 4Tube.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know, man. It's because there's not enough I've not seen enough about it. I've not spoke to someone who's had the problem enough about it to understand how it would ruin someone's life.
Well, your client, your person who DM'd you, so what's he saying? How does it affect his life?
It was just yesterday. We've had one back and forth. So I'm literally curious to see okay, why do you think it's a problem? So he thinks it's a problem. Obviously he wouldn't have said it. So, but does he think it's a problem just because other people are saying it's a problem or not? The only problem I can see is it's got to have an effect on an in-person relationship. Like it can desensitize your mind. So when you have the real thing, it's not as attractive, or your mind's just too used to that. That could probably, it could be a relationship breaker, I think, for sure. Yeah. Maybe productivity, if you're just spending all day watching porn, you're not very productive, are you? So those, but yeah, in terms of anything else, I'm not really aware of anything else. What do you think?
What do I think? I mean, I think, look, okay, like you say, from a productivity perspective, yeah, but then that's like anything. It's like if you're addicted to social media, if you're addicted to YouTube or something, I mean, it's all going to keep you away from work. I think, people talk about, the things that you see on porn, it's just not real. I think it depends what you're into, doesn't it? I do like a fruity sex life, and whether or not I don't watch much porn. Quite just because we're in Dubai now, and I haven't got a VPN, so I've not really been watching it. I mean, back in England or when I'm in Europe, I do like to flick it on for a bit here and there. But even if I watch it, whether I'm watching it or not watching it, I still want to do spicy stuff with the missus.
Yeah, I think
that comes down to a communication thing. Because whether or not I watch porn, if I was with a missus who wanted boring missionary sex with the lights off, then we're not going to last very long.
Yeah. I do think that's what I see them claiming to be the problem, is messing with a real relationship. I can see that. Like if your mind is just fully trained to just watch something on a screen, then when it comes to real life, you're not going to be as susceptible to it. That's the only thing I can
But you should see like a coaching program.
But as well, you're older as well though. So you're more experienced. Maybe you're a young guy who's 16, 17, who's literally their whole life has just been that. And now they're not even going out to meet girls, and their sex drive for the real thing isn't as much. I can maybe see how it can be destructive, for sure.
I did talk about not meeting girls in person. I did see a mad stat the other day. I forget the exact numbers, but just for the context, it was something like 65% of guys up to the age of 24 have never approached a girl in person. I think it was something like that.
I've heard it as well. Yeah, I think it's linked to that for sure, but then I think just social media as well.
But it's funny how different generations or different times change though. Because I think, I mean, I've done a bit of Tinder, done a bit of Bumble. I always say I have the worst luck. I mean, like, maybe I need to learn how to do a better Tinder profile, or use somebody else's picture instead of mine. But
put the boat on there, right?
Exactly. I always say if you want to have a successful Tinder profile in Dubai, you've got to have a picture with a boat. You've got to be holding a white fish in Namos. You've got to be stood outside Billionaire nightclub. But yeah, I mean, I guess maybe it's just a generational thing, but I just can't get my head into the online dating stuff anyway.
It's crazy, but that's all they know now. From a young age, they've always had the internet. We haven't always had the internet, so it's all they've ever known. So I get it. Like, what we were asked, what other option did we have? there wasn't anything. You had to go out. You had to approach. It had to be in real life. But here, everything's just online. You approach girls in DMs now. That's how it is.
We've taken quite a conversational departure.
Yeah, we swerved off there massively.
I just wanted to bring porn into the conversation.
You're waiting for it.